The campus underwear thief has been caught. We'll tell you just how many clothes he collected.
After an award-winning year, service trip participation has taken a hit this year.
And the church basement ladies are back for a second helping.
Your WTV8 news starts now.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Nate Vaughn.
And I'm Alex Mugin. Students have had everything from laptops to laundry stolen this year, but it looks like one of these cases may soon be closed.
WTV8's Taylor Umland has more on our top story live from the WTV8 newsroom.
Nate, it's no secret that Wartburg has seen its fair share of thefts over the last 3 years, a 50% increase in fact. But, as I found out, even theft can take a really odd turn. Students around campus have been subjected to many thieves in the past, but recently, a new thief has surfaced. His target? Women's laundry.
Right at the end of first semester during finals week, or maybe even the week after finals, we had some suspicious activity that we looked into and actually came across a lot of clothing that had clearly been taken from other students or different parts of campus.
I happened to be on campus at the time. I was able to stop him and ask him what he was doing. He wouldn't answer, and our investigation found out that he was taking clothing from the choir room. And further investigation revealed that he had not only some choir uniforms, but he had a lot of clothes, and it appeared that some of these clothes matched some of the clothes, and he admitted he had taken items from laundry rooms.
The accused man is a Wartburg student, and according to Myers, he is still on campus and attending classes. Brooks says he will remain on campus until the resolution of pending college disciplinary action.
As of right now, the student is on campus, and again, we want to try to get this completely finalized by early next week at the latest. Just with the nature of this case, this is not a typical situation that we deal with on campus.
Typical or not, neither Brooks nor Myers would identify the suspected thief due to campus confidentiality policies.
We have a pretty good idea of who it was. I'm not gonna say the name of the student.
And if I were to give you the description of the individual we did catch, you would have never guessed it. It was not somebody that you would have picked by any reason.
Wartburg campus has certainly seen its share of odd thieves this year, including a mail thief. Security's official stance on keeping your things safe? Keep it with you. So whether you are eating lunch, collecting your mail, or simply doing your laundry, always remember to be on the lookout. Now, no victim of the theft has gone to the city authorities and has chosen to keep it as a campus matter. But if any of the victims were to go to the city authorities, both the name of the accused and the accuser would be released to the public. Nate?
Thanks, Taylor. And another string of thieves has hit Wartburg's campus. 4 students filed reports with security of their cars being broken into since last Wednesday alone. The thieves are targeting cars with aftermarket stereos. They're breaking the windows of cars to get into the stereos. Security warns if you have an aftermarket stereo to remove the faceplate every time you leave your car. They also say just don't leave any valuables in your car. If you see any suspicious activity, you should call Wartburg Security or the Waverly Police.
Service trip involvement numbers are down this year. This is a far cry from when Breakaway, the alternative spring break connection, ranked Wartburg service trips #1 last year. The college at that time had boasted 15% student body participation. 23 service trips took place last academic year. This year there will only be 16. Natalie Gemberling, student service trip coordinator, says the drop in student participation is due to fewer students being interested in leading service trips. She says this led to fewer trips being offered. In addition, Easter falls at the beginning of tour week. This made leaders have to cut their service on these trips to 5 days.
I think it's an experience that everyone should take part in at least once, and if you like it, you should obviously come back, but it's a diverse experience where you're going to learn a lot about a different community, but then able to bring that back to the Wartburg community and take it out into different...
Applications will be accepted for tour week service trips until February 11th.
One recent Wartburg graduate is getting the internship of a lifetime. Ebony Brown was chosen to be a spring intern at the White House. The list of spring interns was released this past Friday. The internship will allow Brown the opportunity to work in one of the departments of the White House. The program's mission is to prepare those devoted to public service for future leadership opportunities. Brown graduated from Wartburg last May. She majored in international relations and political science.
The May term trip to Eisenach is getting a little restructuring this year. The trip will now be open to all majors on campus. In the past, primarily communication arts and business students would go. Students also will now have to take a cultural preparatory course during winter term, but only one student is signed up for the program this year. Joyce Boss, co-director of Wartburg's Global and Multicultural Studies program, says the reason for the low number may be because of the program's transition. She says it is still important for each student to experience a part of Wartburg's history.
So there's this intense tie now between Wartburg and Eisenach, and to invite more students into that connection, I think, is very, very special.
All of these changes come as an answer to feedback heard over the years from students and those who run the program in Eisenach.
The musical Church Basement Ladies 2, A Second Helping, was presented last week as a sequel to last year's Artist Series performance.
I got the chance to sit down with cast member Lisa Bark, who is reprising her role from last year's show.
It feels great. This is a great house and a great town, and so I love coming back. Well, it's fun to see her progress and change. In the first one, she's a freshman in college, and then it goes to when she gets married. And the second one, she's pregnant, and so just the development of the character and her growth, and she's definitely matured a little bit. She's still a little sassy like she used to be, but not as much. Being pregnant is fun for me because the belly is huge and I walk around with it, and I'm crabby again and eating everything I can get my hands on, like pickles and peanut butter and mustard, and drinking orange juice. Like I'm constantly try to cool myself off in the fridge just like Mavis used to do, and so that's kind of fun for me. Certain areas that we go to, they definitely get every joke, and we can tell when the Lutherans are in the audience because they get jokes like "this is most certainly true," and you can hear them respond to that. Other audiences, they respond to a lot of the physical comedy, but they still get it too. You know, they don't get all of the jokes because some of it is Lutheran based, but other than that, it seems to be an all-around good show for everybody. And that's nice to have that personal interaction here, and we don't always get that, and so it's great.
Bark is currently touring with all 3 Church Basement Ladies productions. She portrays Beverly in each of them. She says the writers are already working on a 4th and possibly a 5th installment.
Still to come, see where some local musicians were raising their voices for relief efforts.
And find out how a Waverly official reacted to Iowa's new gun law. Stay tuned, more WTV8 News after the break.
Named Best College Newscast in Iowa, this is WTV8 News with Nate Vaughn, Alex Mugin, and Shelby Grenath with sports.
Welcome back. This winter may be leaving some people feeling the blues.
But as WTV8's Ben Hoppenworth shows us, a local event was designed to beat the blues and help those devastated in Haiti's earthquake just 1 year ago.
On Tuesday, January 12, 2010, a 7.0 earthquake hit the island of Haiti, destroying everything, including the libraries. The Waverly Public Library hosted Beat the Blues, including 2 blues bands, Johnny Wolf and the Rippers, and 12 barboos to raise money to rebuild the libraries in Haiti. The brains behind the Beat the Blues event, John Wolf, is not only the planner of this event, but also a participant.
I'm personally very passionate about music and the arts, so any time that I get a chance to put some live music together at the library, I'm going to take it.
In addition to live music, the library helped people beat the blues by serving up pie and ice cream.
An event with pie, ice cream, and live music may leave people wondering why it would be in a library.
We're not a typical library. We're typically we're a little bit louder. We try to be friendlier. We do a lot of community events here. People like to get involved. We've got a lot. It's really all about our patrons.
Libraries aren't like what we used to think of them as being the place to be quiet and nothing fun happens. We have lots of rock shows. We try to, we're a community place.
Those who attended the event could buy a slice of pie or a scoop of Duo's ice cream for $1, as well as a cup of coffee, lemonade, or milk to go with their pie or ice cream for $1 to go directly to the relief efforts in Haiti.
Everything. Nope, nothing's going to the library. It's all going to the ALA's fund to help raise that $350 to rebuild the library in Port-au-Prince.
Reporting for WTV8 News, I'm Ben Hoppenworth.
To find out how you can help rebuild the libraries in Haiti, visit our website at www.wartburgtv.org and click on the news page.
Another way the Waverly community is helping others is through leadership training. This past week, one local entity began helping people refine this skill. Project LEAD is a series of classes sponsored by the Waverly Chamber of Commerce. The classes are designed for citizens who are seeking community awareness and leadership skills. The program was formed in 1987. Wartburg Service Learning Coordinator Renee Sedlacek is a graduate of the program.
It'll be fun. It'll be an opportunity to get to know others, and really a great opportunity to help you make Waverly feel like your home.
Tuition is $325 with financial assistance available. The 8-class sessions started last Tuesday and will continue until June.
The Waverly City Council discussed a controversial gun law last week at City Hall. The state of Iowa now allows citizens to openly carry firearms. Cities across Iowa have been fighting against gun possession in government buildings or public meetings. At-large council member Kathy Olson doesn't approve of the new state law. She says this could lead to more weapons being seen out in the open.
I'm disappointed that the law was passed as it was. The net effect of the passage of the law is that it makes it far easier to get a gun permit.
The Waverly City Council debated the restrictions on carrying guns in City Hall during their last meeting. No change has been made to reflect Olson's disapproval.
Coming up, we'll show you how you can get pampered just blocks away from campus.
And later in sports, we'll show you how the Grappling Knights did at Simpson College last weekend. Stay tuned for more WTV8 news.